So, 12 years. For those of you who may or may not know, I've been doing magic since I was 3 years old, and I am currently 17 years old. I've done a school talent show every single year since first grade, and I think that is one of my biggest accomplishments ever. And this is the story behind that.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here, but I forgot my magic wand. Let's see. Magic wand. I need a magic hat. I need a magic wand.
So, magic has always been something that I've been super attached to. It's just the feeling of being on stage in front of thousands of people, making them smile and laugh.
So we are Dawn and Wayne. We're Brendan's parents. And
I'm Dawn, he's Wayne.
I got that straight.
So Brendan went to preschool, and we had a local magician that used to visit his preschool. Brendan would come home from preschool and be acting out some of the magic and juggling that this magician used to do. And then we got him a kit for when he turned 3, I think. We got him a magic kit. My favorite thing of his first few magic tricks, and he would put the coin behind his back and he would say, okay, everybody close your eyes, I'm gonna make this disappear. And then he would like move the coin somewhere, and then he would bring his hands back and he'd say, okay, open your eyes now. And he would have his hands open and it was gone. And those are my favorite first magic moments.
As I got older, I started to realize that there were so many other forms of magic. There was this annual TV special that came on called the World Magic Awards. It was basically like the Oscars of magic, where these magicians would come on and do these insane illusions, and I just remember thinking to myself that I couldn't wait to do that someday.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I think one of my favorite moments is when we were living in San Diego. We went to the mall to go see Santa Claus. We were sitting there, and this is after several years of Brendan doing increasingly challenging magic tricks, and he was big into Hans Clock and all these big stage magic things, and he put on his Christmas list for Santa Claus that he wanted hard magic. And I remember Santa got the list and looked at it and says, oh, so you've mastered all the tricks I've given you so far, and you want to move on to hard magic. So that's kind of been our running joke now with Brendan. So is this hard magic?
In the beginning of elementary school, I was having a super difficult time with school and socializing with other kids. And so when I found magic, I actually had a specific teacher in 2nd grade who was so supportive of me, who kept me going, and that really helped me to grow as a person and a performer. That same year, a TV show came on where this magician would come on and perform a really cool magic trick, and then he would pull back the curtain and show you how it was done.
You'll find out how they perform amazing appearances and impossible illusions.
It was amazing for me to see all these people loving magic and really appreciating the art of it. I actually wrote to the guy that was the star of the show, and he actually wrote me back. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So keep in mind, I was, 8 years old when I sent him this, so cut me a little bit of slack. So no introduction at all, just starting off with, thank you for giving away magic secrets on TV. I went on to say, I watch you every Monday night at 9/8 Central on my TV 13. Is your name, insert name, I don't know if I should put that in there. I looked you up on Google, and then his name, and I saw all about you. I printed a picture of you and your assistants. My name is Brendan Shepard. I'm in 2nd grade and I live in San Diego, California. I'm very into magic. I really want to know the biggest secrets of magic. I did magic in a talent show at my school in 1st grade. I've been trying to do harder magic tricks and imagine doing magic tricks. The sentence structure is just phenomenal. I have a sister, and we do the pose that you do with your assistants at the end of tricks. I know magicians are mad at you for giving away the secrets, but I'm happy. You are the best. I hope to meet you someday. Your fan, March 14th, 2009. He said, "Dear Brendan, I usually do not receive mail from the booking company. However, they made sure I received yours. Thank you very much for your letter, Brendan. I am very proud of you that you did your first show in 1st grade. I can see that you are an intelligent, resourceful young man. Also, I understand to know how it feels to know you are a magician. I felt the same thing at your age. You are what I've been calling the new generation of magicians. You have so much knowledge related to the art of magic right at your fingertips with the internet. It's a great time for the art of magic. Brendan, you are already a magician. I know. I can tell these things. I get paid to recognize someone's talent. All you need is to be educated, practice, experience in front of an audience. That is where your best training comes from, live. If something doesn't go right, what does matter is that you learn from your mishaps and how you can be prepared. When you get a magic trick, DVD, or book, always remember there is no law that says you have to do it exactly as they tell you. Make any trick/illusion your illusion, with improvements. Make the trick work best for you. Try a little everything, close-up magic to big illusion shows. Magic tricks, I say try it if it fails. If not, always have mom or dad around to help you. They're your best friends. That's all for now, my friend. Follow your dreams no matter what. Dreams are something that no one can take away from you. See yourself on stage in every detail. We can make our dreams come true. Your friend," his name. I cannot even explain to you the satisfaction of being such a young kid and seeing someone you look up to on TV write you back a letter. It was so cool at the time. As you probably understand from that letter, I did my very first show in 1st grade, and I specifically remember my dad telling me that if I continued to do shows up until 5th grade, that in 5th grade he would help me build my own stage illusion. So as you can probably figure out, I ended up performing until 5th grade, and in 5th grade my dad helped me build this box trick where you shoved swords in it, and I thought I was so cool. But even now I'm super proud of myself because that's not really something that I feel like a lot of people can say they did at such a young age. So I was pretty proud of myself, and I still am. So as the years went on, I did magic through middle school and high school, but I knew for 12th grade, my last year of performing, I wanted to do something big.
Brendan's Magic Show, take 3. And now, Brendan Shepard.
This is really an honor to be here. But I'm going to do something with my magic wand. I'm going to use this magic coloring book. You notice I haven't colored them yet. See? Oh. You notice I haven't colored them yet. Just all blank. It's not really blank, but it's all black and white. Now, I'm going to wave it over. Abracadabra. And then, there's some pictures. But my pictures have disappeared.
So in summer of 2017, I had kind of researched and planned to attempt to build a proper stage illusion. But at the time, I didn't really think I was capable of it because I knew it would be a challenge, and I knew it was something that I didn't really think I had the ability to do. And I kind of been working on that project since summer of 2017, and I haven't really told anybody about it, mainly because I wanted to just show you guys the finished product and show you that this is what the end result looked like. This is what years of hard work was, and this is what how it turned out. So at the time when I was building it, I didn't really go into it planning on using it for the talent show. It was more of just like an experiment to see if I could actually do it, and if it would turn out good, and then I was like, I'll kind of go from there and see if maybe I could use it sometime down the road. And a very interesting observation was that I actually went into it not even really knowing how to drill a screw into a piece of wood, and look how it turned out. So it was built in 3 main sections. There was the base platform with the wheels, there was the main box with the glass and everything, and then there was the lid. Now the main challenge with this whole project was the fact that it had to hold 2 people. You know, obviously one in the box and then one standing on top of it. My friend Keith that actually worked with me at King's Dominion actually helped me out with building the curtain. I had originally gone into it planning on kind of trying to do it myself, and then I attempted to and it completely failed. It made me have a huge respect for what people like him do because they make it seem so easy. So a couple cool things that I did to document the process that as I was building it was I made a little spreadsheet, which I'm not going to share online obviously because there are some copyright issues, but if you are at all interested in doing something like I did, you can feel free to message me and I can give you more information about that. Oh wait, hold on. Shoot. Okay, you can let it go now. You're good? Yeah, just let it go. And then, just press this. But another interesting note is I actually, you know, I'm going to be completely honest, I actually used the Pythagorean theorem. I never thought that leaving geometry class I would actually use that, but I actually did. So as the trick was coming along and I was getting closer to being finished, I actually started to realize that I could actually use it for my senior year talent show. So I had put some of the final touches on it and we started rehearsing it. And one observation off the bat that I really noticed was that it's a lot different rehearsing with 2 people than it is just by yourself. Because when you're by yourself, you have a vision of what you want it to look like, and it's very easy to communicate that with yourself and have it turn out how you want it. But when you're working with 2 people, you kind of have to communicate more, and both of you have to be on the same page. There's so many, you know, different things where you have to help each other out and to make sure that the trick runs smoothly. So we rehearsed for about a month or so trying to get the blocking and the timing all perfect, and there were a couple times where we messed up during rehearsal. And one of them, I accidentally lifted up the lid and just kind of let it go, and it fell back down right as Lexi stood up, and it hit her on top of the head, and I still to this day feel bad about that. But luckily we got that on video. But before I show you the final performance, I thought it would be fun to kind of take a walk down memory lane and react to some of my old talent show videos.
Yeah, I think the thing that's probably been the most impressive is he started kind of working on this project for about 1.5 years ago, and we kind of at times were wondering exactly what he was doing. And so he was working on it and putting it together, and I've told him this, but I said it actually made me mad because all these years I was trying to get him to help me around the house and build stuff. He was never interested, but all of a sudden magic made him learn how to cut things, including my sawhorses and a couple tables, but he got it all put together, and I think it really turned out well.
So before we get into the actual performance, I decided I was gonna go ahead and just reminisce sort of my old talent show videos. I have not seen these in a very long time, and so I'm very interested to see what I think of my performance now. So this one is first grade. Oh, I remember this. During the show, I remember she like set the mic up, and I remember it fell. I couldn't remember which one that was. I forgot about that, but now it's like hitting me. I'm like, I remember that now. We got a good laugh out of that, and that was kind of how I learned to laugh at myself and just learn to laugh at, you know, the different things that happen, because, you know, it's not going to be perfect, and, you know, you can't let it affect you, so.
I'm very honored to be here. Oh my, I believe I forgot something. My magic wand. Abracadabra, magic hat. I need a magic wand. Oh no, my pictures disappeared.
A+ on the acting, Brendan. Nice job.
Bring back my pictures. Okay, let's try this again. I may need your help this time. On the count of 3.
I love how I don't even give the audience time to react. It's funny that they can understand me because I can't. Wait, I only did 2 tricks? I swear. Oh, that's right, I remember. Every time I would do it in rehearsal, they kept telling me I had to like cut it down because it was too long. So this is 2nd grade.
I'll do is tap one ring on the other and give it a tap. And magically the rings are linked together.
Stepping up the game a little bit. I see. Guess I dropped it.
I'll make all the ropes the same size.
And I still do that trick to this day, so that's actually kind of funny. But I'm just like amazed at how much improvement I made from just 1 year. Like, very nice, very good. So my 3rd grade performance was a lot like my 2nd grade performance because I was at a new school, so I kind of repeated a lot of the tricks that I had already done because they were new people that were seeing them. So yeah, I kind of just like did like a touch up of my 2nd grade performance. Oh boy, did I get a lot of hate for this one.
It's called the magic thread. I'll take this red scarf and place it in the back, this purple scarf and place it in the back, and this blue scarf and place it in the back. And I'm going to say the magic words abracadabra, and magically...
And then 4th grade rolled around, and I did I had gotten like, my dad had gotten me like a table for my birthday, and I was so excited about that. And I remember I did a trick that I still do today. And my sister actually helped me out with this one, so thank you, Lauren. And then in the 5th grade, I did the trick that I was telling you guys about. And the rehearsal one was terrible. There were so many things that went wrong during rehearsal, but the actual performance was flawless. Oh my god, funny story about this. I went through this phase around 5th grade. I was like telling my parents, like, I don't want to be called a magician. I hate the term magician. I want to be an illusionist. It's so funny to me because like, even now I call myself a magician, but like, back then, I felt that like being called a magician was like too like amateur, and so I felt that made people think less of me. So I referred to myself as an illusionist. So basically, I rebranded myself. I love how like I did that opening trick where I take a cane and it transforms into a scarf, but it didn't click with anybody. So I remember during the performance, I threw the curtain behind me and it landed flat. Like, I don't know why that matters, but I was just proud of myself. I just remember I thought I was so cool when I did this trick. I was like, I'm an illusionist. Like, probably one of the most embarrassing things that I did on stage was that, so basically one of the notes that I was given in rehearsal was that I took too long to get my stuff off the stage after my performance. So, because basically they close the curtains, you get your stuff off stage, they introduce the next person, and the curtains open. So you have like 15, 20 seconds. Like, it's like Super Bowl halftime show, like, stress. Literally, it's an elementary school talent show. For some reason, I stand there and bow. And just like stand there normally. And then the curtains don't even like, the curtains are like here. And I feel the need to run and throw my stuff on in just like stress. Like, I was like, what am I doing? And then 6th grade, I did a song, or a performance of the song Edge of Glory, which I actually ended up doing again in 11th grade, but I obviously modified it. So I guess I already said it, but yeah, it has come time for me to reveal the senior year 12th grade performance. Here it is.
And I think one of our first clues, going back to Brendan's infancy, was one of our first clues that he was into trying to figure out how everything works. We had this swing, one of the infant swings that you get, and we had him in there, and it was, you know, a battery operated. You turn on the switch, and the swing would go by itself. Brendan would grab the stand that the swing was attached to. He would grab it and look at the control where you turn on the switch, and he would look at it because it was making a noise every time it would swing. And he was looking at that, trying to figure out how that swing was working. And so I think that was our first clue. And so that sort of took him into, every time he would see someone do magic tricks, he wanted to know how it was done because it didn't make sense to him. And you know, it wasn't something logical. So he was trying to figure out how it was done. I think that's what sparked his interest in magic.
She wanted this to be...
Come on, Taysa, hit us with a song.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Are you recording?
Yeah.
There's another one.
Theater kids, am I right? So, it's the night of the show. I'm feeling quite underprepared, but the audience doesn't know what's supposed to happen. So, but one of my favorite things to do before a show is just to sit here in the audience and just admire all the seats before the show. It's hard to believe that, like, in less than an hour, the theater is going to be filled with people. So, yeah. This is real backstage, guys. This is actually backstage. What's happening? This is mine. It's under here, but yeah. Covered it with the canvas so it didn't get all bumped up.
Can I talk?
Oh, yeah, it tastes like you want to talk.
Okay.
Talk
What
to
is
me,
this?
please.
How do you do this?
It's magic.
Can you tell me, please?
Awesome.
And then you go in. And then
Taysac's trying to
the
figure
thing
out my
goes
trick.
up. And then
We
and
switch
then help me
places.
out. Help me out.
And
Help
then
me
we
out.
switch places.
But how? The steps in between. Taysac's whack.
Taysac whacked. Taysac's trying to expose me.
If you tell me that, I might be able to help you out.
You're gonna do the trick with me?
Yeah. You might not need Lexi.
You're gonna be Lexi's understudy? Okay. Alright. I see.
Then I just have to get rid of Lexi.
Oh, Taysac, nuh-uh. Alright guys, so this is our pre-show rehearsal.
Guys, join the prayer circle.
Hi God, thank you for gathering us here today for this beautiful show. Thank you for all the people and all the cast that helped make this thing just a wonderful event. And I just pray that everything will go smoothly today and that it would be extraordinary for everybody involved and everybody in the stands. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is our dressing room.
What's up?
Say hi to the vlog, y'all.
Hi,
This
is the female dressing room.
Yeah, this is technically the female dressing room, but...
It's like dry your makeup.
Turning it off.
Okay. Mildly stressed. Just a little.
I'm not mildly, I'm turbo.
Not mildly anymore. It was mildly in rehearsal. Whatever happens, happens. We got this. Alright guys, so we just did the opening dance and my heart was racing the whole time. I can't even imagine what's going to be like when we go out there and do our talent. But like, I'm just praying that it goes well. We rehearsed, we did it. I'm about to go out there and present my leisure wear. So, yeah. I gotta go out, so we gotta be quiet.